And now it's time for a Q&A from you, the viewers. And our first question comes in from HDMKV, who really enjoyed our coverage of the SpaceX launch and said it's sad that news outlets don't cover this kind of stuff anymore. And I agree with him on this. It is sad that things like this are not covered as much as they used to be. And this is, by the way, nothing new. Remember, the moon landings became so uninteresting to the media after the first or second one that one could argue that Congress stopped funding it because the public's attention just wasn't on space exploration at that point. Part of the problem is that although the moon landings were exciting and really an amazing accomplishment for humanity, each launch was the same as the one before, and I think the media just lost interest in it. The difference now, though, is that there is a lot of independent media that is springing up, covering the space program and all of its progress in a way that's never been covered before. And there's a lot of folks down at these launches now reporting on that to people that are super interested in that topic. So that is encouraging to see. One problem, too, is that NASA and SpaceX provide this awesome footage to the media free of charge, which is far better than the media could get even if they sent down a crew of people to cover these things. So what's happening more often than not is that they'll take some of the cooler images from the launch of that day, do a 20 or 30-second on-air read with the footage running as B-roll, and that will be what you end up with. And again, it's really hard for any member of the media to capture this kind of imagery. So that might be part of what's driving it, is the fact that there's just no need to send anybody, hence no need to give it as much time as it probably deserves on a nightly newscast. But again, I think there's something developing here with the independent media that is very encouraging. I got to meet a lot of those folks out at the press site. Here some of them are setting up cameras to do a remote capture of the rocket before it took off. So what happens is you set your cameras up there, and then a sound trigger that everyone uses on their cameras will start pushing the shutter when that rocket takes off. You can't get that close to the rocket at launch time, but your cameras can be left out there. And in this case, those cameras were left out overnight because the launch got canceled and they had to go back out and reset everything and change out batteries and stuff. This is one area that I want to get into next, is building out a little remote camera rig. They don't sell this stuff in a store. You have to basically design your own. And what's cool about the work that people do out there is everybody has a different way of doing it. Some people put a plastic bag around their camera, others have enclosures, and they all get some amazing imagery for their respective websites.
This channel is brought to you by the Lon.TV supporters, including gold level supporters, the Four Guys with Quarters podcast, Tom Albrecht, and Kalyan Kumar. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to lon.tv/support to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit lon.tv/s.